Hey, what's happening guys? This is Shukesh once again, and today in this video I will be comparing the all new Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus with the very premium Apple iPhone XS Max. Of course, the iPhone is almost a year old and the next generation is on the way, but still it's the current Apple flagship, so let's do a speed test against this Android flagship. Before we start, let me show you that the current OS on the Note 10 Plus is Android 9 with One UI 1.5, whereas you get iOS 12.4 on the 10s Max. The screen resolution of Note 10 Plus is set to maximum, that is WQHD+, and all the smart add-on features are disabled on both phones to make the test fair. There is no app running in the background, so let's get started with the speed test. I will start with a boot test followed by some apps and games, and of course at the end of this video I will compare the RAM management. Looks like the iPhone turned off faster, but it's almost impossible to tell because the shutdown process might be still going on in the background. Let's now turn on the phones. Well, it never happened before. The Note 10 Plus and the iPhone are ready at the same time, but the Samsung device is now showing a loading screen, so the point goes to the iPhone. Next, let's try these system apps one by one. I will start with the dialer, and they were neck to neck, a tie probably. Next, I want to try the proprietary gallery apps, and this time definitely Samsung is the winner. Now let's launch the messaging apps, and once again I think it's a tie, so it's really very interesting to see how close these two phones are in terms of speed. Let's quickly compare Samsung Internet with Safari browser, and this time the Safari browser was slightly faster. Let me also check the Chrome browsers, and this time definitely Note 10 Plus beats the iPhone XS Max. The score right now is Note 10 Plus 2, iPhone XS Max 2 and 2 draws. Now what about the cameras? Well, I will talk about the rear cameras later. Let's check the front cameras, and definitely the Note 10 Plus is quicker to respond. Let's now try the rear cameras, and maybe the iPhone is faster. Definitely the XS Max was quicker in the camera. The next app I want to launch is YouTube, and for some reason the iPhone is responding slower. Let's try some videos from my channel. I've started a new video series, Genius or Junk, where I showcase some really weird and cheap gadgets. So go check this out in my channel. Now let me try another video. It's almost a draw. I think they were simultaneous. Next, let's try some third-party apps. I have these Photoshop applications. Let's see what happens. This is Photoshop Express, and definitely the Samsung device is the big winner. Next one is Photoshop Mix, and once again the Note 10 Plus is the faster one. The next app is Photoshop Lightroom, and Note 10 Plus is the winner again. Lastly, we have Photoshop Sketch. Though they were very close, I will give the point to the Samsung device. Next, the apps I'm gonna try are some social apps. I will start with Facebook, and once again Note 10 Plus was quicker to load the application fully. There we have Instagram, and once again the Samsung smartphone was quicker to respond. So looks like the XS Max has no chance against this Android flagship by Samsung. Spotify is also ready on the Note 10 Plus. So gone are the days when iPhones were considered to be faster than Android. Now we have Android smartphones nicely optimized for apps, so the response time is as fast as it can be. But to be honest, as far as gaming is concerned, I think Android phones are still not there, not as snappy as iOS. I will talk about that later. There we have some shopping apps. Flipkart was much quicker on the Note 10 Plus, as you have seen. So is Amazon.in. The The iPhone is definitely not slow, not unresponsive, but the thing is, Android phones have become so snappy. Note 10 Plus is like the best of the best. In this speed test, the score so far is iPhone XS Max 3, Note 10 Plus 14 and 2 draws. Next, it's time for some hardcore gaming, and I really hope the new Note 10 Plus would be able to beat this iPhone in gaming department as well. I will start with PUBG Mobile. There you go, the game is ready on the Apple device within few seconds. So this is what I was talking about. It's very hard to beat an iPhone as far as game loading speed is concerned. Apple GPU is considered to be one of the best in market. Let me try few more games before we conclude. The next game I'm gonna try is Asphalt 9. Well, good news for Samsung fans. The Galaxy Note beats the iPhone in this game, so the score is 1-1. Let's see what happens in the rest of the games. Let me try this game Brothers in Arms 3. This time XS Max wins. Let's wait for the Samsung device to finish loading. There you go. The next I'll be trying is Pokemon Go. This time Note 10 Plus takes its revenge. It's much faster than the XS Max actually. There you go, the iPhone is also ready. Now let's try this game Minion Rush. This time the point goes to the iPhone. Next, it's Temple Run 2. Well, it's getting very interesting, guys. The Note 10 Plus is putting up a great fight against the mighty iPhone XS Max. I have two more games to run. The score right now is Note 10 Plus 3, iPhone XS Max 3. This is Subway Surfers. There is nothing to say, these two phones are alternatively winning this gaming speed test. So let me try the last game, which is 6 Guns, and see what happens. Well, we have got the winner. It's the iPhone XS Max in the gaming department. But of course, this 2019 Galaxy Note is almost equally capable in gaming, and no need to say in system as well as third-party apps loading, the Note 10 Plus is the big winner. Next, let's talk about multitasking. Well, with insane 12GB of RAM, the RAM management of this new Samsung device is the best as it can be, but just don't go with numbers. With just 4GB of RAM, the iPhone XS Max boasts of excellent multitasking capabilities. So let's quickly relaunch some apps and games I have already loaded and see yourself how efficient smartphones have become. I will start with the gallery application, which is the second app I have opened, and there is no issue reloading this application. The next app I will relaunch is YouTube, and it's reloading on both Note 10 Plus and the iPhone XS Max. This is Photoshop Express and both are in the RAM. Next, Photoshop Sketch, and this application is actually reloading on the iPhone. So this time Note 10 Plus beats the XS Max. Instagram app is okay, still in the memory of both devices. There is no issue in reloading Facebook as well. The last app I want to try is Amazon, and once again this application is reloading on the iPhone. So looks like Note 10 Plus offers better multitasking capabilities. Of course, you won't be opening this many applications, but still it's impossible to beat a phone with 12GB of RAM. Now let's check the games. I will start with PUBG Mobile. As I expected, both iPhone XS Max and the Galaxy Note 10 Plus still holds this game in the RAM. Let me also check Asphalt 9. Both are refreshing the game. So let's wait for a while. There you go, XS Max is ready and Note 10 Plus is still loading, though it was the winner in the initial launch. Now, what about this game Pokemon Go? Well, it's still in the RAM of these devices. Lastly, there is 6 guns and no complaints here as well. So overall, the RAM management of both XS Max and Note 10 Plus are exceptional. 12 gig RAM on a smartphone is just overkill. You will never be complaining about the multitasking capability of the Note 10 Plus, and also the speed of the UI. The apps and games were very snappy compared to this XS Max. So beyond doubt, this Note 10 Plus wins this speed test. That's all for today guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to share this video on social media and help me get enough views. This is Shukai signing off. Have a nice day guys.